What is up, guys? My name is Asho, back into another video with my carnivorous plants, and in this video I'll be taking them out of dormancy, out of the dormancy period in which they have stayed over the autumn and the winter. We're sort of getting them ready for the spring and for the summer. During the dormancy period I've kept them on a very low profile with the water, and also I've kept them away from the sun, and as you can tell I've kept the plants in a container and it was in the shed. So we're moving on to my first plant, which is the Venus Flytrap here, and in this specific occasion I will be adding more soil, more sphagnum moss onto the pot, because I do think that the plant is a bit too far down, and it will still be a bit down but not sort of as low as before. So as you can tell, I'm removing the sphagnum moss from the plant itself, and I will be cleaning the traps and sort of the dead leaves that it has. And in a few moments you will see that the plant will sort of split in my hands. It will reveal that the plant has actually grown a baby plant of itself on its side. I'm not really sure if you can see the side plant, which is sort of right there. I will highlight it in a few minutes, then it will split, and I will repot it in the same pot so that they stay together in a way. For this plant and the upcoming plants, it is sort of an aesthetic, I mean, it's an aesthetic reason why I'm removing the dead traps and leaves. You don't really need to, but it is better for the plant as it will sort of decrease the chance of growing mold or any sort of decay related illness or anything. As you can tell, I'm using scissors now, because some places are very sort of sturdy, and some of the traps have dried up, which makes them very sort of hard, and they cannot be sort of tugged with the tweezers. Yep, so right there, that was the sort of the baby plant that's growing on the side, and I'll show you when it's split. Putting the sphagnum moss back in the pot right now. Yep, so that's where it has split. As you can see, the plant has a single root with itself, which is fine, it's just a baby plant. that's the final look on the plant, and we'll sort of move on to the next one now. Okay, we're on to our second Venus flytrap. This is the pink Venus, and it's a plant that I have unboxed in the past in this channel. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see the video. And this plant is actually two smaller plants on this spot, and I am sort of removing the dead traps as well from the soil, from the moss on top. Yeah, that's the final look on the plant, and we'll move on to the next one. We are here with my Sarracenia. This is a Sarracenia Purpurea, subspecies Purpurea as well, and we are going to remove all the brown from the traps and from the leaves. Sometimes in this plant, in this case, it will sort of leave the traps in half in a way, because sometimes half of the traps will be brown and half green, and I will only leave the green part so that at least they can photosynthesize the plant itself. So like in this case here, I've only cut the brown part. So this is the final look of the plant, and we'll move on to my Drosera Capensis. This is my Drosera Capensis, also known as Sundew. And when I removed it out of the dormancy, I was quite surprised with the growth that it has gotten already during the winter, or sort of the early months of spring, maybe February. Because even though there are many traps that have died and are sort of dried up, retracted to the bottom, there are many more that have grown and are on top and are still sort of lively. And for this plant, I am mostly using scissors because, as I said before, the traps are dried up and sort of hard to cut. So this is the most efficient way to sort of getting rid of these dead leaves. So we are sort of reaching the end of the video, in which I'll be putting all the plants back in the container and add lots of water for them to use during the summer and during the spring, and that way they can sort of focus on growing and thriving more and growing more traps and everything. Do stick around for the next upcoming week, in which I will upload a video in which I'll show the plants after a month or so with a new growth, new coloration, and new traps. I'll see you in the next one.